Hello, hello, and happy Thursday. Yeah, it is Thursday. It is now. I'm doing YouTube live, so everything's backwards. So I'm going to flip the camera around so I can show you what time it is. Currently, it is 4:37. It just changed over, and it's a Thursday afternoon. So now we'll go back to the mirror image. Uh, I haven't done a live in a little bit. I've been so busy, man. I've been really, really busy. Um, not only with work, but trying to keep things maintained here at the homestead. Uh, and trying to play, trying to practice. Uh, a good thing is today is my last day of the week, as you know. I got to change the toilet paper roll here. After tonight, man, I'm on vacation, so that's a good thing. So if I can get tonight over with, I will be set to go for about 9 days, and I'm looking forward to that. Um, and I put the old paper towel roll on here. Uh, so I've already got my lunchbox ready, my work shirt, my keys, my pen. There's one thing I'm kind of sitting around waiting on though, man. I'm waiting on the UPS truck to show up. The Marshall DSL 100 was supposed to be delivered like 2 days ago, and it has yet to show up. Now I got messages today saying that it's arriving today between like 1:15 and 3:15. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. That's amazing because my wife's not here at the moment. So, when you have something delivered, the last thing you want is to, s- you know, to be sitting out there and be unattended to. So I'm trying to hang out for a little bit, and I figured I'd go live and talk about a few things. Like I said, I know I haven't done a live drive in a little while, and it just hasn't lined up for me to be able to do that. Just been so busy with work and all. Um, I got off the phone earlier this morning with a gentleman with another guitar shop that we got locked in for next Thursday. Ralph and I are going to go to that and film and document all that. The guitar shop grand opening that has been moved instead of tomorrow. That has been pushed to next Friday. I talked to Chris on the phone yesterday. We had a wonderful conversation, and he requested if we could wait another week. I said, "Man, that is no problem." Because he's been just swamped trying to get his new place up and running, and they want to have their best foot forward. And I totally understand that. So that'll be next Friday, which is going to be okay because I'll still be on vacation. That's fine. Um, let's see what else. So I was hoping that Marshall DSL would show up today so I could go ahead and at least get it in the house and get it on top of the cabinet. And I've already got the space cleared for it. Here, I'll show you real quick. We're gonna walk back here to the music room, if you will. And it's things are kind of a mess right now, so you just have to take that into account. So you're going to see kind of behind the scenes here, really, I guess. So there's the guitar wall. Of course, there's the lovely Satchel Charvel, and then the Big Red, DZ, and of course Frankie, um, and the PV 5150 right there. Oh yeah, and there's another Charvel. There, this is the Ed side of the room, the EVH side, kind of a mural for Eddie, and then you come to this side, and this is the Hendrix side. So there's a Marshall cabinet. I did have the Boss Katana head on top of there. I took it off and cleared all that up. Um, that's where of course, the new head is going to go. Uh, so I got these guitars here. I got a rag, a dust rag, and clean the guitars. There's my other Frankie. There's some stuff I need to put on top of the place that, get that back up. I had it up here. I'll get that situated. Um, Something else I wanted to say really quick before I get on the main topic. Yesterday, somebody asked me about this rack unit, if I used anything from this rack unit at all. And my response was no, because this stuff is kind of outdated. So if you get a closer look, these top two racks, those are just power supplies, right? And for my ninja, what's going on? How you doing, man? Yeah, if y'all don't mind, hit that thumbs up, please. I would really appreciate that. Please, if you could, that would be very helpful. This is a Nady SDP20. I haven't messed with it too much. This Digitech here, it's more of a stereo reverb multi effects processor right here. It's pretty good. And I got an EQ. But this is what I messed with the other day. This is a Boss GX7. GX700, and these are outdated. But I said, man, you know what? I'm going to uh, go in input here and then out the phone, use it for an output, because I didn't feel like going behind this unit and plugging stuff up. It's just very, it's a task. So I was able to rig this. I put a splitter in here, and I went to one Boss Katana amp and then the other Boss Katana in the room, and this thing sounded really good. I was really shocked. Um, got a couple of Steve Lukather patches in there that they're kind of outdated, but they still sound cool. I even wrote my favorite patch 114 on this, so I'd remember what it was. Jip Boy, hey man, how you doing? Nice to see you, sir. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything has went well with the surgery and all. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? Was it the surgery or this stuff is awesome, man. Deoxit. If you got some dust in your pots, if you will, spray some of that in there, man. And it takes it right away, and you're good to go. But anyway, I turned this on the other day just to mess with it, and I was shocked at how good it sounded. I was really, really shocked to be kind of I'm not sure when these came out. Maybe somebody will know in the chat. Um, but it was just fun to tinker with, So and there's the Relic Tobacco Sunburst EVH Frankie, man, and the Stripe one up there. Can you believe that this holds more value than the Stripe by like $200, according to the research online? I was like, dang, these are very much sought after for whatever reason. And this here is like I'm saying, you're seeing stuff here that you really can't see when Ralph and I are doing our show. Sterling AX40 right here. This is a fantastic guitar. I almost pulled the trigger on another one of these, but it was like, this is a kind of a purple. It's probably hard to tell. It's a light purple. And I saw one on Sweetwater Gear Exchange. It was like a kind of a pink flame quilt top, whatever you call it. Looked really good. And then there's a Strat right here that I built, Fender Strat, and it's just kind of some stuff thrown together. And there's an SRV guitar build. Scott Hawk, hey man, how you doing? And then there's the SBS right there, Steve Brown sound, and there's a Firefly that's that Music Man copy. I think those look really cool, man. I put a Godo on it, and then a OLP, which it just has like a Fender style trim down there. Had it forever. But anyway, so here's what I was wanting to touch on really quick. As you can tell on the thumbnail, I've titled it GenX Band. No, GenX Dead Band. Is that what? I think that's what I meant to put. GenX Dead Band. So it's something I started messing with because I started to mess around with some AI stuff to try to, create like a little some short videos. And I said, well, I'm gonna try to make like a little mini series. I'm trying. It's nothing that's going to be perfect, because as I'm starting to see, this AI is not perfect. It does okay, but it's not perfect. And I'm just skimming the surface barely. I just know that to use the program, man, it's expensive. That's what got me. It's really expensive. I think I put out I released a short a couple of days ago, to kind of showcase the ability of the software that I'm using, rather. Really cool. I thought it was anyway. So, man, but it is time consuming to make these things. So, that's going to be coming on the channel. I just thought they're probably going to be maybe the videos each were maybe between 8 to 10 minutes. Maybe it's really hard to get um, videos any longer than that because it takes so much time. I was looking to see if the UPS guy, I thought I heard a truck pull up, but I guess not. Um, GenX Dead Band YouTube series. Hopefully, I'm in the process. I'm still working on the first one right now, and but even Ralph hasn't seen any of it. Nobody has. I haven't shared it with anybody because I just want it to be. I'm just keep doing my best to keep it on the down low. I did put a little shot of a mini thumbnail on the regular thumbnail of this video, so you can kind of see a quick screenshot of Ralph looking, pointing the drumstick at me, and he's aggravated, and but it's all in fun, man. Like I said, I love to. If you follow me on Facebook, you probably seen one that I put together. This may be a minute and 10 seconds long, or minute and 20 seconds, and I did that just to put it out there to see what kind of reception it would get, just to see, you know, would people like this? Would people not like it? And the comments I got were pretty positive, so that made me feel good because I'm trying to do something on this channel, man, to be entertaining. And because I tell you this, man, I was thinking the other day, other night, I was driving along, and I said, man, it'd be nice if Ralph and I could make like this mini movie or something. And I said, but how are we going to do that? You got to think about location. You got to think about a script. You got to have permission to shoot at certain places. You can't just show up at places and film, And at one instance, a couple years ago, there's a place down the road here that I actually rented out to make a short little movie. And I played two characters, and it was just off the cuff. There really wasn't a script. It's kind of raw, and it's okay, man, but now with the advancements of AI, you can create your own thing in your house and not have to go anywhere. And as long as you got some decent pictures of um, each cast member, AI will take care of the rest. But I have seen some slight flub ups, man. Like in one frame, I'm wearing, got my glasses on, and then when it switches to another frame, now they're sunglasses, and I'm like, what? It just little things like that. But I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm doing this Gen X dead band videos just for fun, just for entertainment purposes only. So I hope people will enjoy them. I hope, and I'm excited. The software that I'm using is called movieflow.ai.com. That's the name of it. And man, golly, it is it was expensive, man. It's and the thing that it's like they have different tiers for membership levels or subscription levels, I guess. Of course, you have a free tier, which you can't do nothing on that, and then the next tier is the pro tier, and then the tier after that is like I don't know, I forget what it's called, some ultimate high professional tier. Man, that is in the thousands of dollars, man. And I was like, good lord. So I said, look, I'm not that high level of a creator where I want to spend thousands of dollars to make videos like that, because I'm on the road all the time. I don't have time to invest like that. So I went with the pro tier. And I'll let y'all take a guess how much you think that was for a year subscription for movieflow.ai.com. How much you think that was for a year subscription? Uh And I was like, well, they kind of have you over a barrel, man. They have you over a barrel because if you can buy credits like bundles, credit bundles, you can buy that, and but it's not enough to do anything. You're spending more money in the long run as opposed to just getting a year subscription. So they know what they're doing, But I said, well, I'll sign up for a year, and you know, I'll try my best to use it when I can. And if it, at the end of the year, if I don't like it, I can just cancel it. But I did pay for a year. Uh, But yeah, let's see. Scott Hawk, how are you doing, man? Thank you for the message on Reverb. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're satisfied. Scott bought the Tobacco Sunburst Fender Hendrix Strat for me, I guess about a week or so ago. And so I was very thankful that it went to a good home, and Scott's a good dude, and he was kind enough to send me a message and told me that it arrived safe and sound, and he was very satisfied. And thank you also for the 5-star feedback, Scott. That was nice, man. I really appreciate that so very much, and I'm glad you're happy. Um, yeah, for my Ninja, what AI do you use to make those? Yeah, movieflow.ai.com. There's a bunch of yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just saw your question. My bad. Yeah, I was just kind of looking at different because when it's a new learning curve. I've never done anything with AI, and there's AI is split down the middle. You got people that my wife, she doesn't like AI, but she's not a computer person. All she does is get on Facebook on her phone, and that's fine, but she's like, well, AI is bad. I said, honey, AI has been around for many, many years. Nobody's paid attention to it until here this past few years. That's my opinion. But now AI is now available to the average consumer, and it's AI has advanced so much uh, for content creators that it's very, very realistic. And to me, it's just another creative door for storytelling. And y'all know me, man. I love to tell stories. I've always loved creative writing when I was in school. I've always loved to make content. So I thought, you know what, man, you're never going to know until you try. So I decided to give this a shot. And something that I'm starting to find out on this particular software anyway is if you want to like make part of a storyline and you want to make the video, if it goes longer than 2 minutes, it starts to flub up a lot. AI starts to kind of stupid on certain things, like the characters. Like I have my image in there, Ralph, and maybe somebody else, and then if it's in within 2 minute time period, those images stay like they're supposed to. If you go over that, all of a sudden the images change to different people, but it's supposed to be me and Ralph and whoever else, and I'm like, what? Who is that? So I'm starting to learn stuff like that. But it's um, it's just it's just one of them things, man. But it's I'm excited. It's just time consuming. So hopefully next week I can be able to take some time to add some more because I'm right at the 5 minute mark on this first episode. I still got God, if another 5 minutes to go to get to the 10 minute goal. So it's like, man, and I started doing these like I started messing with it three nights ago. So it's time consuming. But when I would watch on like I said on YouTube, I like to watch the Star Wars fan films that are made with AI, and they look so amazing. And even the content creators sometimes will get on their audio will get on the uh, video, and they'll say, I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a month to make it. And I thought, a month? But now I'm starting to understand why, because it's very tedious, man. You have to put every little detail in the description of that scene, or what they call a script. You have to do that, or AI is just going to kind of take a guess and have something completely different. You're like, oh no, that's not what I said. But anyway, yes, please, if you don't mind, hit this thumbs up or hit the thumbs up button. I'm sitting here waiting a little bit for UPS to hopefully show up before I have to leave for work. Um, so I can at least get the box in the house. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to hook it up. I was hoping that if it could get delivered, I could hook it up here while y'all were all live. And I mean, I know it's backwards and all that, but you know. But anyway, man, I don't know. Let me walk back out here for a quick second, and we'll see. Oh, look, there's a Harley. She's snoozing. Look what's on. Look what's on TV. Look at her. Who's that? Oh, Phil McKnight. Look at that. I got I got the guitar channels that I like playing on the TV. I got, well, it just switched over to Phil McKnight. Before that, it was Marty 5150. That was on there. What time is it? Oh man, look at this. Hey, it's 4:57. So I got like roughly about 18 minutes, and I have to go. So let's take a quick gander outside, shall we? Just uh just to see. Oh man, that's a rollback. I was like, maybe that's a UPS truck. That's a rollback. I hope my signal don't go out for a second. So UPS guy, he usually pull up right in here, but of course, nothing yet. Man, come on, man. I wish he would come on. Please come on. I got the instructions there for him to leave it at the back door, but sometimes they do that, and sometimes they don't, man. I don't know. It just it's like sheesh. Cause I got another text message from UPS saying we're still coming out there. It's just gonna be a little later than it was. I was like, come on, man. You don't need to be that late. Please. But let's see here. I gotta look at these comments, man. Yeah, guess how much it was to that I paid for a year subscription for this movieflow.ai. Looks like we only have one guess right now. It's yeah, well, you're very close for my ninja. You're very close. It was $442 for a year. So I was like, ooh, because I was able to tinker with it a little bit before I made the plunge. And the videos I was able to make with those credits I bought were I was like, wow, that looks really good for what it is. So yeah, 442, man, that's what it costs. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Before my ninja says I saw Terminator AI is bad. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess it depends on what software is being used. I don't know. Um, some of them do look pretty rough, but there's some of them out there that look really, really good. And I just think it's a cool thing, you know. Scott Hawk, of course, was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you, man. That's I appreciate that very much. Jit boy, can I be in it? A homeless guy. Okay. Well, my God. That's funny, man. Ralph the German Butcher, what's up? Because roughly that's $36 a month is what it boils down to. Thank you for the math there, my friend. Yeah, I mean that's not bad when you break it down that way because to buy the credit packages, you have to spend about, man, probably about 45 bucks just to get some decent credits, and it's not that many. So when you do the year subscription, they give you a whole bunch, and then they multiply it by something. But man, so here's the trick that I had to figure out. So I hope this doesn't I hope this doesn't mess me up. But so with places like this, man, they want to get you for every little thing you do. They want to take away your credits, right? And the faster you run out of credits, well, you'll have to do what? Turn right around and spend more money and buy more credits, right? So when I made a couple of videos, and there's a download icon on the screen when you're on the laptop. So I got the video got done processing. I clicked the download thing, and it come up this message, but it disappeared like really quick. I said, "What did that say?" And I did it again. and I had to do it like 10 times because the message would pop down and go back up just like that. And basically, I figured it out. Basically, what it's saying is, well, since you're not on the highest tier of the membership program or subscription program, you can't download these unless you upgrade. And I was like, nah, man. Because if you upgrade to the top tier, the VIP or whatever they want you to do, man, it's like over $2,000 a year. And I was like, no, thank you. So I thought to myself, there's got to be a way I can get these videos I'm making without having to pay all that money. Because every little thing you do, man, they charge you credits. You got to keep that in mind. I said, well, let me. Hey, Slim, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing good, brother. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I know everything's backwards, man. It's effed up, freaking YouTube. But so what I remember is about 3 or 4 years ago, I bought a screen recorder for my laptop, and I paid some good money for it because screen recorders, man, it's like anything else. If you want to get a free one, you want to have a watermark on there. It's not going to do really well. When it records video with the audio might be choppy. But if you pay some, come out of pocket a little bit, if it's just 25 bucks, you'll get a really nice screen recorder application. And there you go. So I pulled the video up on the laptop. I activated my screen recorder and got the ratio right for the screen size and hit play on the video and then hit record on the screen recorder. And I was able to get the video that way. And it didn't charge me no extra credit. Well, it's still charging me credits. That's the thing that's got me. The freaking company is still charging me credits for downloading a video, but I don't have the video. That it doesn't there's nowhere to access where it got downloaded. I said, "Oh, I see what they're doing. They're screwing with me and burning my credits up, even though I can't access the downloaded videos." So I use my screen recorder, and I'm getting them that way. So there you go. So they want to screw me, I can screw them back. So that's what I'm doing. So and it works. And then I take that video, I put it to Dropbox on my laptop. This is why having Dropbox is very important if you're a content creator or you like to do pre-recorded videos. So I have Dropbox on my laptop. I also have Dropbox on my smartphone. So that's how I get the videos from my laptop to my smartphone. I put them in the Dropbox on the computer, and then I get on my phone and get on Dropbox and download it. Because Dropbox is just a storage cloud. Um, that's what it is. It's just a place you can store files and pictures, but it's in a cloud. So if something happens, if your phone got messed up or destroyed or your computer, God forbid, those items you have in your Dropbox aren't gone. They're in a cloud-based storage system. So I get on my smartphone, I tap on my Dropbox app, and I can get the video that I downloaded from the laptop, put it on my phone, and then I put it through my editing app, KineMaster, and I can edit on my phone, and there you go. So there's a lot of steps, a lot of little steps that you have to do, but the results are fantastic. So I've always found a way to make stuff work or try to without dealing out a lot of dough, man, because it's just, you shouldn't have to do that, Shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to dish out thousands of dollars, man, to get the same result other people are getting. So, but I know they're out there to make money. That's fine. But if I can find a way to make it work for me and not have to go through all those hoops, that's what I'm going to do. But really quick, I'm waiting. If you're just tuning in, thank you very much for tuning in. We're live from the Wentz compound right now, and was hoping that UPS would show up for I go to work. That Marshall DSL 100 amp head it was supposed to be delivered 2 days ago. They rescheduled it for today, and it was supposed to be here between 1 and 3. Here we are, almost 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. No Marshall head yet. So I'm trying to wait a few more minutes, and hopefully it can if it'll be delivered, I can go ahead and just bring it in the house and I'll deal with it later. Because when I got off work this morning, man, coming home, it was pouring down rain. So I don't know if they're calling for more rain in the morning or what, I don't know. But let me show you the pedals I got ready here that will go with the Marshall amp. These will go in the effects loop. So I'll show you this right here. So I got two of these. Here's the Corona. It's a chorus, stereo chorus right here. TC Electronic. Those pedals are great. And of course the Echoplex. This is exactly how they're going to be in the effects loop. Then the Echoplex, and then the Dispatch Master. I ordered another one of these a few days ago. The mail hasn't run yet either, so I got another one of these coming. And yes, you can see where I mark my settings. So if the knobs get turned, I know exactly where to put them back in. But I use the Dispatch Master for reverb only most of the time. But if you want delay, this is the delay side, and you just crank the knobs where you want. But I like using the Echoplex. I like using that a lot. So that's going to be the pedals in the effects loop on the Marshall. That's what is going to be right there. Let me show you the PRS MT15 and how I got it hooked up really quick while we're in here. So you can see this right here is just like a little wireless, cordless power supply. You turn that button on right here. You can see it cuts on. I got my power brick charging. But I bought one of these doohickeys, man. It's called pedal power. And it's got Velcro on it. And what you do is if you plug this in to a power source, it has all these ends where you can plug in pedals. This way I don't have to worry about going into a wall outlet. This is my wall outlet. So this is my effects that are going in the effects loop for the PRS MT15, and I got lights on my amp. That's why they keep going off. That's the Harley Benton 212 that I got from Tempo Music, and when Ralph and I went there in Hendersonville last year. I got bubble wrap over here because when I ship guitars, I got my shipping stuff over here. Sorry about that. But here's a MT15. It's amazing, amazing amp. Absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, when you have this plugged into something like this here, you can use a power brick too to use that. Uh, you just, punch them on, and this is a noise gate. There you go. There's the pedals in the effects loop right there. And that's just how I like to do things. And when you're done, you just hit this right here and that button right there, and it cuts it off. Voila. There you go. And I'll be doing the same thing when the Marshall head gets delivered, I'll do the same thing here as well. Oh, and by the way, big shout out to Josh Thomas, man. I didn't know what was going on. Look at this. I got some Tortex, one from Dunlop, 1mm black picks that came in the mail today. And I did not understand what was going on. I said, what's going on here? So big shout out to Josh Thomas, man. He sent me some pics. That was from Musician's Friend, nonetheless. So thank you, Josh, man. That was super nice, man. You didn't have to do that, but man, thank you so much. That's awesome, man. I was checking the mail a minute ago and I saw that package and I was like, I said, what is this? And those little pics were in this big plastic um, floppy envelope, and I was like, what in the world is that? And then I was like, whatever it is, it's really tiny. But thank you, Josh. That was super, super nice of him to do that. So, Josh, if you watch this later, man, thank you so much. There's the little Black Star Mini. They call it the Fly, battery operated. I love it because it's got built-in delay and all that cool stuff, man. I use the heck out of it. It's got Velcro on it because when I put a MP3 player on it, it won't fall off. I'm a big proponent of Velcro. See, look, even on top of my 5150 head, look, got Velcro here. So if I put a power brick here and these pedals that in the effects loop, I have those Velcroed on so they don't fall off. And yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. That's just my weird little ways of doing stuff. Let me look at the chat, man. Let's see here. Um, ooh, I'm missing a lot of comments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Slimfire. Hello, sir. E Arts. Hey, everyone. Hope y'all are doing awesome. Hey, man, I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Bill Frank. Good evening. From Detroit Rock City. I still need to learn that song, man. I keep forgetting. I need to try to mess with it and get that for Mr. Frank. AB Normal says, howdy, y'all. AB, how you doing? Mike says, I'm shocked they're late. UPS? Yeah. It's, I don't know if it's just me or whenever you choose the free shipping option, they always seem to deliver late afternoon, early evening. But if you pay for like, I want my stuff here in 2 days or overnight, they'll deliver in the morning. Is that just me or is that just how that's just coincidental? I don't know. I don't talk to anybody that works at FedEx or UPS. Uh, Slimfire, the Motor City. Yeah, that's right. Uh, Slimfire. Hey Joe, what Marshall head did you purchase and what cab? I got the Marshall DSL 100. Um, I watched a lot of reviews before I bought it. I watched Marty 5150. I watched him, and he gave it really good reviews. I watched a couple other YouTube channels, but I don't know who they are, but they're guitar channels. They gave them good reviews, and then of course, when Phil was kind enough to give me a shout out on his show the other last weekend, I gave him a super chat and I told him that I'd ordered the Marshall DSL 100, and he was kind enough to give his thoughts about it, and he was really kind to reciprocate with that. I wasn't looking for nothing. I just wanted to give him a super chat because he's done nothing but give really kind prompts to my channel and what Ralph and I do. So I was like, hey man, you know, thank you for being so kind. So here you go. So um, I just believe that if you put good positive vibes out, hopefully you get that in return. Uh, that's just my thoughts. But anyway, what cab you said also? Let's see, and the cab is right here, sir. This cab is just a 412 cab. I don't know any more specifics besides that. I traded my son a Satriani JS100 that he wanted really bad. We swapped even for this cab. And you want to know something crazy? I just got that Satriani model back like 3 days ago. Um, my son, I mean, I had it for a long time. It's all original. I did upgrade. Okay, here we go. Get ready. I upgraded the trim to a Godo 1996T with the studs and the titanium screws. And I had it set up, ready to go. It still has the original pickups in it. Um, and my son wanted it a few years ago. And he said, how about if we trade, I'll trade you this Marshall cabinet for that Satch. Oops, gotta pop my thumb. Sorry, man. And I said, yeah, that sounds good. And actually, it's right back here. Let me see if I can show you. It's in the case. I got it back here in the warehouse. Um, so I'm glad to have this Satch model back, man. I'm really glad. I've always loved the Satch models, especially the JS 100s, because they're rare and it's hard to find them with the original stuff. So here it is right there. Look at that. You can tell it's been played. That's just, from where I played it or whoever had it before me, you know. And there's the Godo 1996T with the upgraded posts. And I like the JS100s because they're 22 frets. They're not 24. And the titanium locking screws. And he just put new Diodario 9 to 42s on them as well. So I'm glad to have that back. I can't wait. I didn't have a chance to plug it up and jam on it yet, man. But I will when more than likely, uh, probably when I'm on vacation next week. Probably that's probably when that's going to happen. So, but yeah, I'm glad I got that back. Great playing guitar. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So the Marshall DSL 100, everybody said a lot of positive things about it, except there was one person that just totally dogged it. Totally dogged it. He said that it was wasn't no good. It was made in Vietnam and all this and that was bad and all. And I was like, okay, dude, I already saw all that before when I watched the reviews. That's why I watched the reviews to kind of see, is it worth going for or not? So if there's one negative comment, one negative thing of feedback, as opposed to uh 20 or 30 other comments saying it's great, then I'm not really worried about that one negative comment. But I think people just want to be jerks, man. Let me get back to this chat. It says, okay, Slim, there you go. Mr. Josh Thomas, there he is, man. What's going on? He says, you're welcome. I tried the picks the other day. I thought they were great. Thank you, man. Very much. That was super nice, man. Thank you. Yes, Ralph, the German Butcher, the 5150 Iconic is covered with Velcro. That's over at Ralph's house. Yeah, the head has a lot of Velcro because I have the Bugera Power Soak on there. And so when I went to transport that thing, I had stuff on top and I didn't want that stuff to fall off and get effed up. So I put Velcro on it. And so if that amp is moved or bumped or whatever, that stuff isn't going to fall and hit the floor and break. That's why I use that Velcro. And Ralph knows that. But I just, I just one of my little crazy quirks, man, that I like to do. Bill Frank, Joe, I'll send a video of me playing it. Then you can post it on the channel. Slim Fire, Joe, the DSL 100H or HR? I don't know. I don't know. I just know it's 100 watt. That's all I can tell you. It's all tube, 100 watt. And I don't. This is my very first Marshall amp head, so I am not qualified uh to really say a lot about it. I'm just going by what I heard people say and what videos I've watched. So I don't know, sir. Sorry about that. Allen Guitars, what do you prefer? 20 why do you prefer 22 frets over 24? I'm just curious. Yeah, it's no problem. For me, the 24 fret thing has always just messed with my head because there's an extra there, and what I say is there's an extra. If you look on a 24 fret a guitar 24 frets, there's an extra dot, right? And it's usually a double dot. Because you got double dots at the 12 and then double that 24 to have double dots. And that, for whatever reason, that extra placement of the double dots throws me off when I'm going to solo in the high registers. I've tried and tried and tried to just get used to it, and uh it gets me every time. It messes me up. So that's why I like the 22 frets better. I mean, I got guitars with 24 frets, but if you pay attention on the channel, I don't play them as much because I'm like, oh God, oh, shit, here we go. And I'll go to like solo in a certain key up there, and I'm like, oh dude, man, you need to be down. Be down in this section. You're up here, you're in the section way up, be down some. It always messes with me, man. But that's why, sir. That's why. Jip Boy says it's a great. The Marshall DSO 100 is a great head. Change the transformer, and it's a beast. Oh, okay. Jip Boy says I've never owned a bad Marshall. Slimfire says the HR has a master volume. Yeah, this. I guess that's what this is. I don't know. I don't know. I just know. Uh, it has like two gain stages, I think, on it. From the video, if I'm recalling correctly, that I saw from Marty 5150's channel, it's got a like a classic gain and then a modern gain or something. It's got a couple of buttons you push. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to even do anything because it freaking hasn't shown up yet. Because the all right, let's go do a time check here. Let me walk out here to the kitchen. Let's see what we got, man. It's probably after 5 o'clock. Oh, come on, man. 5:21. You gotta be kidding me, bro. All right. God, what is going on, UPS? Look at this, man. I got my stuff ready to go. I'm gonna have to. This is crazy, man. This is insane. Phil's still on the TV as he's doing his live shows right there, man. I don't know which one that is. Anyway, I gotta. Man, I see, man. That's why I wish that I didn't have to work tonight. I wish that you know. I wish it was Friday. I'd be off and I could just sit here and be okay, but what can you do, man? I got something coming from Guitar Center and I got my Sweetwater shirt on. It's backwards. You can't tell what that says. Anyway. Uh oh, and here's another crazy thing. I meant to tell y'all this too. And and like I said, man, it's not my mission to trash Guitar Center at all. It's not. My only uh gripes, if you will, have been when Ralph and I have went to the guitar centers in this local area, and uh, but Guitar Center Online's always been really good. Now, of course, if you remember the live show from the other weekend, they forgot to include the whammy bar, and luckily I had an extra one on the Satchel model. So, okay, I'll let that slide. Not a really big deal. So I said, well, you know what would be cool, man? If I could get another cabinet and make this a full stack. When the Marshall head comes, I'll put it on top and have a full stack in here, and I think that would be cool. So I get on Guitar Center online. I'm looking at used cabinets. I found one for a great deal, and it was in Reno, Nevada, is where that Guitar Center is located. So I said, you know what? I'll go ahead and order it. I throw it on the Guitar Center gear card. That was last Saturday, man. That was last Saturday. and and I haven't heard nothing from that Guitar Center. I haven't heard thanks for your order. Your order is on the way. We've got it shipped. I ain't heard nothing. So I looked on the Guitar Center website again yesterday, and there's a toll free number you can call, right? Customer service, whatever. And this really nice guy got on the phone, and I said, "Man, can you?" I didn't have to say a whole lot. He already had my information pulled up. So technology, right? And he said, "Yeah, I see here that you ordered the Marshall 412 cabinet." And I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "Can you call that store and ask them, what's the holdup, man? What's going on? I mean, I ordered it last Saturday." I said, "I'm gonna be out of town next week," which is true, and I don't want nothing delivered here that it's gonna be sitting out there for a couple of days and it gets stolen. I said that just kind of defeats the purpose. Got to put my pins in my pocket here. And he said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, it's in Reno, so they don't open up for another." So they're 3 hours behind us. So they open up at 10. So it was like almost 1 o'clock here. I said, "Okay." He goes, "I'll email you or call you back." The dude never called me back, man. Never. And that's one of my pet peeves, man. Everybody's got little pet peeves, right? That's one of them where somebody says, "Oh, I'll call you back," or um, whatever, and you never hear from them. I can't stand that, man. That drives me nuts. So never heard from the guy. So I went to work. This was yesterday. Went to work, and then whatever. Get home early this morning and go to bed because I'm wore out. I got to shut down this Rodecaster Pro too, man. I gotta get this shut down before I leave. Gotta hold the power button right here. I'll tell you the rest of the story. Hang on. Let's see. It's hard to do it with one hand. There we go. You want to turn off this device? Yes. There we go. And I got this little dust cover here that you don't have to have that. And I just did it because it was, I don't know, I just thought it looked better. Anyway, so the guy never called me back. So I woke up this morning. I went back on the Guitar Center website to look to see the status, still says the same thing. Order being processed. It says that when you place the order, but that doesn't mean anybody's touched it, right? That's just an automatic response system from Guitar Center's their setup. So I called that number back, got somebody different. Talked to this guy. I said, "Hey man," I told him my information, carbon copy, same story. He goes, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "Look, man, just cancel that order." He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It looks here." He's on the computer. He said, "Looks like on the screen that it's in the warehouse and it's been boxed up. They're just waiting to ship it." And I was like, "They're waiting to ship it?" Yeah. I was like, "Well, how come he can see that, but I can't see that? I don't know." But I said, "Yeah, man, just go ahead and cancel it, man." I said, "Cause I'm gonna be out of town next week." And I said, "They've had since last Saturday to ship it, and nobody's done anything." So that right there is my first major disappointment with Guitar Center online. It was and I've been, it's like when I praise them, then something just crash and burns, right? And it's kind of like, oh, come on, man. So I don't know what happened. I don't know, it's just if somebody just didn't pay attention to the computer or what the case is, man. I don't know. It's but that's okay. I mean, do I have to have a stack? No, I don't have to. But I mean, they they lost out on some business, so I mean, it is what it is. But that's what I've been preaching for so long with GC. It's just you get things will go good and things just crash and burn. But with Sweetwater, yeah, it's backwards. With Sweetwater, it's steady. There's none of this. Well, no, yeah, no, it's none of that. But anyway, that's if you buy new stuff. Of course, they do have used stuff online. And I guess it can happen with anything. But man, I was really disappointed with Guitar Center with that, not hearing anything and not getting any type of feedback. And that guy this morning told me, "I'll reach out to you and I said, "Okay." Still nothing. I'm like, "What? Why can't people call you back, man?" And I don't get nothing. No feedback whatsoever. But anyway, let's look at the let's see here. The master volume. Ralph, you want me to come wait on UPS so you can go to work? No, 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 dude. You ain't coming out here for that. No, man. I appreciate it, brother, but no, 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 no. Don't worry about that. Uh Liquor Master Flex house tour. Glad I hopped on. Oh no, I was just walking from here to the kitchen and nah, I'm not going to show the whole house. I'm not nah, I'm not going to do all that. But Ralph's a real bro, Liquor Master Flex. Yes, he is, man. He is absolutely. Always has been. Scott Hawk says that's the worst. What's that? The deal with Guitar Center. AB Normal says I hate that. Yeah, me too, man. Mike, is it Fune? Is that how you say your last name? Mike says, used gear from GC online sucks. Hope it works out. I've, I've, I hope it does too, Mike. I mean, my experience in the past has been good. And I know that's subjective for everybody, but, thank you, Scott. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. AB says that's awful, but normal Guitar Center behavior, AB says. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I hope Phil McKnight, when he interviews the CEO of Guitar Center, I think he's doing it any day now. I hope he brings that up. But what's the CEO going to say? Oh, we're working to make that right and make things better. That's what all people in positions of power. They say what you want to hear, but that's never what ends up happening, man. Just like in politics, that's why I don't deal with politics. Everybody's a freaking liar. No nobody follows through with nothing, and it's just a shame. But anyway, I hope Phil asked the CEO that question. Scott from South Carolina, the EVH 412 iconic cabinet in ivory is $679. Yeah, man. Yeah. Slim. Hey Joe, have you or anybody in the chat traded in guitars or amps with Guitar Center, and are they fair with trades? That's a great question. I can tell you for me, for me, I done it once and I got burned, man. I got burned bad. Uh I know they can only go to a certain point for trades because they have to make money too. I get it. But I've told this story before on this channel. I traded in a 50s road worn telly that was brand new. I paid $1,000 for it from well, back then, American Musical Supply. I traded in a Guitar Center and they gave me like 325 for it. So, that's insane. You know, um, that's crazy. Uh, I thought I would at least get half, but no, I didn't. So, in my opinion, no, they suck for trades. I wouldn't recommend it. For me, if you have an independent guitar shop around, trade with them. My experience with that has been phenomenal. I mean, if a lot of times they'll trade you even Steven. If not, they'll still give you a good deal on your trade. As long as you got something decent to trade, don't go up there with a Fender Squire, or a Harley Benton or something. I mean, those are nothing wrong with those guitars, but you're not really going to get. You're dealing with a business that's in the market to make money, so you need to go with something that's going to be decent to trade. That's going to, how would you feel if you owned a business and somebody came in with an old dirty Fender Squire? Again, nothing wrong with those, but they're going to be like, no, man, because they're not going to be able to sell that. So it can go either way. It depends on what you're trading. But I would stay away from Guitar Center, man. Um, that's just my thoughts. Everybody's story is different with that. Um, let's see. Yeah, AB Norma says their Guitar Center is horrible on trade ins. Yeah, my experience was negative. It was not good. Yes, the iconic cabinets come with EVH 12-inch Celestion speakers. The black cabinet is 577. Damn, that's good. Damn, that's really good. 160 watt, 16 ohm front loaded 412 straight cabinet. Yeah, that's good, man. That's really good. I just didn't want to spend that much. So, you know, the one I was looking at on Guitar Center, it was 120 watt. It was good. It just had a different kind of uh texture to the cabinet. It kind of had like a gray and black checkerboard kind of design to it. I don't know what that's all about, but it was a good deal. And I was like, and it had the slant to it, and I was like, hell yeah! And it had the notches on the top, so you could put the cabinet on top, and it'll sit in those little plastic notches, so it won't roll off or whatever. It was a great price, but I mean, come on, man, almost a week and nothing, and not a word, and it's like, come on, man, damn. So, uh, I guess I'm gonna have to go, man. And this is sad. This is sad. I was really hoping they would be here, but it's 5:37. Or 5:35. I've got to get the heck out of here, man. I've got to go. I gotta go. I gotta go. We'll take one more look, and there's Mama Cat. Looks like it's gonna throw down, don't it? Man, see, if that's gonna be delivered, man, golly, I don't want that thing sitting out here and getting soaking wet, and it get ruined. Oh man, come on, man. Good Lord, mercy. Yeah, buddy, I tell you. And the mail hadn't run yet either. What is going on with people today, man? The mail's running really late. UPS is running really late. I'm going to be running really late. They're going to be ticked off at me, boy. Dang. But, to be fair, it couldn't be where, you get to work. This has happened plenty of times and the load's not ready. Oh, we don't have the load ready yet. And I wouldn't leave the dairy until 7:30, so that has happened. It hasn't happened this week yet, but it could very well happen today. So, you know, anyway, let me look at the chat real quick. Thank y'all for the thumbs ups, man. We got a lot of people in here, and if you haven't hit the thumbs up, that's all I ask. Please hit the thumbs up, man. That would help get this video out to more people during the replay. It's YouTube will push it, man. And that's what I've been trying to do, is push content out, but I can only do so much. It takes the help of the audience as well. And if the audience can do that, that just shows you care about this channel, and it shows you're interested in this content. That's all. Man, I'm not making nothing from YouTube, man. Look at this, man. I'm wearing a blue collar. Still driving a freaking rig for a living. But anyway, let's see here. Scott just transitioned to truck talk on the way to work. The bad thing is, when I go down the road here and I go through town and I get on the highway 11, it's the signal goes, I could go another way to work and keep the signal the whole way, but I don't want, man, traffic will be horrible going that way, you know. Let's see. Yes, that 160 watt 16 ohm would work good with a DSL 100. Yeah. AB Normal, be safe tonight on the road, Joe. Thank you, AB. That's nice, man. Thank you, Slim. Skunk, hey Skunk, what's going on? Waiting on for delivery is a nightmare. I freak out when I'm getting a guitar and it starts getting late or the weather turns bad. Nerve wracking. You ain't kidding. that's me right now, man. I'm like, oh, son of a, come on, man. What the, if you weren't expecting it or I didn't have to go anywhere, it would have been delivered at 2 o'clock this afternoon. But that's how my luck goes anyway. But yeah, Skunk, I agree. 15 minutes after you leave, it shows up. Yeah, exactly. Do a drive to work when you get closer. Uh that's something, man. I mean, I can keep it going. I can, but I don't know how long the signal, I'm telling you, when I get down further, the signal's gonna cut out. And oh my God, holy, there he is, man. Holy crap. Watch this. Son of a gun. Hey, what's up, brother?
Not much.
You can just set it right there, man.
Oh,
Thank you, man, so much.
I always like it says 2-person lift. Why am I have 2 people on the truck?
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Take care, man. Oh, man. Son of a gun. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? At the last minute, 2-person lift, he says. But that's my normal UPS guy. He's super nice. All right, y'all, you got to give me a minute because I got to get this in here and get it inside and stop complaining. Nah, man. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, man. Okay. Let me go bring it in and I'll be right back. All right. Wow. That was awesome, man. Oh, holy crap. Maybe it's heavy, boy. And this door don't want to close all the way. There we go. All right. I'll be right back. Hang on just 1 second. I'll be right back. Whoop. Ah. Boy, I tell you, I cannot be no UPS delivery driver. I can tell you that. Man, that sucker's heavy, boy. So there she is, right there. It's in the house. Yeah, Fragile. Must be from Italy. Must be Italian. There we go. So it's in the house. That was what I wanted. Most of all, I'm glad y'all could be here for this. That's oh look, I just get a thing from Guitar Center. Your package has arrived. Yeah, this one, which is good. I gotta cut this switch off here. Oh man. Okay. All right, it's gonna get dark here for a second. It's gonna get dark. Hang on. I gotta get out of here. Woo, man. Do y'all want me to keep this going for a little bit on the road? I don't know. You tell me. Lord of mercy. I gotta get my tail to work. God, no. All right, let's see. It ain't gonna last long because the the signal. All right, Harley. We'll see you later. Daddy's going to work. Mom may be here in a little bit. And oh man. Let me lock my door here. There we go. Things wigging out on me, man. All right, making sure we're good. Whew. Yeah, that was close, y'all. Close call. Very, very close. Man. Get to let's see here. A little red. I got a generator. That's my new generator I've had since we had that winter storm back in February. And I had an electrician come out here and install what's called an inlet. So if my power goes out, I just plug up the cable from that to that, and I can run power in my house. If the power goes out, I can still run the whole house on power, man. And the reason I say that is because when the storm was here, man, our power, we didn't have nothing. And it was cold. It was bad, dude. It was. I said, I don't want to ever have to deal with that again. No thanks. No thanks. There's Sally. There's the bird. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I'd like to go do some more camping this year. But we'll see. In my old work truck, man. Little Red's been a good little truck. Been a good little truck. That's my jacket with my safety vest on it right there. Oh, I get my fat tail in here. Make sure my. Okay, so what I have to do now, man, is I have to take this phone out of the holder and hopefully it don't mess up. So this is going to be kind of weird looking for a second. So just hang tight. Just hang tight. Trying to do this without messing anything up. Sorry. It's difficult when you're live on the air. But I can't put this phone on the holder with the case. There. Because it adds more weight and it's just too bulky. So oh Lord, I tell you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for letting the UPS man be here. Because it looks like it's going to storm. Something awful. The wind's picking up. Come on, baby, crank. All right. Turn on some air. Stuffy in here. All right. Look at the look at the comment. Oh yeah. Yeah, everybody's going woohoo, yahoo. Yeah, thank y'all. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Oh man. I gotta do something real quick. This thing seems like it's wanting to fall. Oh man, hang on. Let me fix this real quick. My holder, it's getting loose. And if I don't do this, it will it'll fall while we're going down the road. And we don't need that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm giving y'all a darn headache. I know. I apologize. Sorry about that. Let me see. Okay, y'all are in for a little bit of a live drive. It ain't gonna be long. Skunk says, "What are the odds of that? That was awesome. Yeah, got very lucky, man." Slimfire says, "I can't wait." Yeah, we got it delivered. Now comes the part of us doing a test run and making sure everything works. Keep us going. I love it. Old Fritz. Hey, old Fritz, how you doing? Mr. Josh Thomas says, yes. Okay. Thank you, man. Slim says, man, I was hoping to take a look at what you got. Me too, brother, but I got to get to work. I know you. I'm sure you understand. Skunk says, stress is over. Satch rules. Hey, Joe, have you ever learned the solo for Sweet Home Alabama? I kind of do the first solo section. I can do it kind of, maybe 60%. And then I kind of go into my own thing. But yeah, that's about it. I've never been a really good note for note kind of player, but look at this. I'm getting another message from Guitarist. Your package has been delivered. Yeah. Thank you. I bet that UPS driver, man, he was gone when he saw I had my phone in my hand. He turned around and was out of here. But I don't know if I got him on camera or not. I wasn't meaning to. I thought he was still going to be at his truck, but I'm glad he brought it up to the house. Now, it might get a little glitchy here because I'm getting away from my Wi-Fi, so I'm just giving you a heads up here. And so I don't know, man. We saw Santa Claus. He's a nice guy, man. He's a nice dude. He's the other UPS driver that always came. He was my age, man, and hell, he retired. He's been with UPS since he was like in high school, so he done hung it up. He done hung it up. He's gone, so must be nice, man. Must be nice. So oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here, but Satch rules. Oh yeah, man, I got the my Marshall DSL 100 head just got delivered at the last minute. I was getting ready to leave, man, because I'm running late. I got to get my butt to work, and the UPS guy showed up at the last minute. So luckily, I was able to get it in the house because my wife's not back yet, and it's getting ready to storm, and you don't want something like that out in the rain. But he did come to the back door. That was the instructions I left. So it would have been protected from the weather, but still, you just don't know about some of the neighbors, man. I don't trust nobody. But so now I'll mess with it tomorrow. I'll take it out of the box, and hopefully they took the tubes out of it, and I can give it a shot and see what happens. Andy Dion, awesome on the new Marshall. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Like I said, it's still in the box, but I'll hopefully get it, do a test run, get it all hooked up tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just glad it unboxing setup video. Old Fred says, yeah, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I don't. Are y'all interested in that? I don't know. I just I can. I was wanting to get it set up and go live and let y'all hear what it sounds like live in the moment through my setup, you know, with the Rodecaster Pro 2, man, and all that stuff. Hey, Casey, Joe, we can't wait to hear it. Congrats. Thank you very much, man. That's really kind. Thank you. But yeah, I'd like to hook it up and then go live and just do a live stream and test it out, and that way we all can hear it at the same time. And you know, I just hope I got to hook it up, make sure everything works. You know, Satch, nice, congratulations. Marshall kicks ass, always will. This is my there's the UPS guy up there. Did y'all? He's right up there. This is my very first Marshall head, man. So I'm excited. I'm excited. That would be fun. Then you will have witnesses. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to yeah, definitely want to see and hear an unboxing. Oh, okay. Well, the unboxing won't be live, but I can pre-record that, because you never know what you're going to come into with an unboxing. There's all kind of things that can happen, that could go wrong, and I don't want that to be live. That's embarrassing. But so unboxings, I always pre-record those at least, and then after I get it hooked up and all, then you know I can go live and we'll play some songs, man, and see how it is. I don't know. I have no idea what we're in store for. I have no idea. I don't know. All I know right now is that it got delivered. I don't know what's going to happen when I get it out of the box. So hopefully it'll be good. I hope. I hope. Thank you, AJ Brown. What's going on, my man? We gotta get up here and take a lift. We're coming into the really big town of Marietta, South Carolina, which there ain't nothing to it. You blink, you'll miss it. Let me turn my camera back around for a second, because you can't see nothing but a building right there. Oh, can I make it? Oh God, yeah, let's go. I can't believe that. Usually we sit. Well, I am leaving late. I am leaving late. Yeah. So yeah. So as you can see, you're coming into Marietta right up here, and there's really nothing going on in this town. There's a convenience store to the left called Spinks. They're really big here in Spartanburg and Greenville County. But hooked onto that Spinks is a Burger King, and that's pretty much it. And you got some old buildings down through here where they were probably booming in the 50s and 60s, and there's oh shit, there's a cop. They're all abandoned now, you know, so nothing really to speak of. Greenville County sitting there in the middle. You never know if they're sitting out here, man. You just never know. They have a substation out here on the right that's pretty new. Speed limit's 35. A lot of people go about 50 down through here, but road pirates, yeah, they need to be out and about here, man, because this little town, there's a lot of sketchy drug activity that goes on. And so you know, I get it, man. I get it. And there's a convenience store on the left. It's going to be hard to see, but they had just opened up, and damn if it didn't catch fire. So they shut it right back down. Yeah, man. Right there on the left. That done got it boarded up. It was vacant for years, and somebody bought it and got it up and running, and it looked good, and it was only open for a short time, and it caught fire. So I don't know what happened there. So
let's see. Skunk, I watched a live unboxing of a Epiphone Les Paul, and the headstock was snapped. Needless to say, unboxing gone bad. Yes, yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, that's messed up right there. That's messed up. You should get the Mr. Scary mod for the Marshall. It sounds amazing. For the Marshall? Well, this Marshall's all tube. It's not a solid state. But, oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. What's that guy's channel? I saw him do that. That guy that's a big Van Halen nut. I think his name's Jeff. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, I know what you mean now. But yeah, I'm gonna just plug it up and see how it sounds and just see what it's like as is, and hopefully it'll be good. I hope. Look at those clouds, man. Good God, dude, it's fixing to do something, man. Anyone see the video where Phil McKnight received the Epiphone? Oh, and it was the wrong color. I watched that the other night. Yes, it was. He wanted the green, and he got like the orange gold color. He still gave it a good review, though. Yeah, he still gave it a good review. There's a dude walking down the street here. Damn, dude. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to cut this off because I'm gonna get to Highway 11. I'm gonna make a right, and it'll cut off. The signal goes. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to this live. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging around. We've been live for over an hour. Damn, I gotta get my tail to work and get my butt down the road. Let me around one more time. Look at that big rig sitting on the side. That old convenience store has been closed down for years. There's the entrance to the dump. And oh, they're closing up. Yeah. Oh God, I'm leaving and they're leaving late, man. Holy moly. But thank you all very much. Stay safe. Have a great night. Joe, be safe. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Josh Thomas, again for the picks, man. That was super nice. I really appreciate that, man. So we're gonna go around a couple of these curves, and we get to Highway 11. I'll shut it down. It's not far. Not far. It's still 45 down through here. I'm going 50. So, oh man, yeah. And I'll tell you, man, I'm out here in the sticks, bro. It's I much rather be in the sticks than in the busy city of Charlotte, North Carolina, where I was born and raised. That was aggravating, man. I don't miss that at all. I got great memories of that, but I don't miss being there. It's too busy, too crowded. I gotta have some room, man. Gotta have some room to breathe. But all right, guys, I guess that's going to be it. We're coming up to 11 here in about 15 seconds. So I hope y'all have a great night. Stay tuned to the channel for the GenX Deadband series and the upcoming video for the Marshall amp. Again, I'm very happy that it is finally here. Now we move on to make sure it works. Hopefully it works. I don't have to go back and to Guitar Center and get my money back. All right. Y'all take it easy. Here's Highway 11. Take care, guys. God bless. Keep rocking.